Hey Taurus seekers, seers, existential shifters, welcome to the existential shift. If you're new, my name is Morgane. Happy birthday to the early Taurians out there. Let's see what April has in store. Aries season. During Aries season, it always, the sun being in your 12th house, it always illuminates your psyche. So really listen to your intuitive hits, your sudden desires, and fears. Anything that comes through that feels new and yet familiar, is in your psyche. And the sun is shedding light on it. And Chiron is there too. So, you want to listen to it. But most importantly, Knight of Cups. You want to listen to Uranus and the North Node being in your sign. Making you, forcing you to be good to yourself. And if there are any spiritual teachers out there who chose the path of self-sacrifice and suffering in the name of whatever, they will tell you that the North Node will make you greedy, or the Uranus will make you crazy and wanting to do crazy things, greedy things for yourself. It's not crazy and greedy, it's accurate. Do things for yourself, Taurus. Choose you. You are ruled by Venus, aka Aphrodite. I'm wearing pearls at noon. Go wear pearls at noon, seriously. Hang out with this cute Knight of Cups. Take their compliments. Believe them. Believe their flattery. Because you are this beautiful and you are this cool. And you do radiate. I don't see the need to argue with Uranus, the planet of revolution and evolution, and the North Node, the head of the dragon. Maybe if they're guiding you to be a certain way, to do a certain thing, it's for a good-ass reason. And maybe you shouldn't argue or go against the astrology or the energies, rather go with. Take it as guidance, not as warning. Taurus, why are you doing this? Because I want to. Taurus, why are you not doing this? Because I don't want to. That's it. Let that be your reason. Let that be your explanation. Except for this Knight of Cups. You can elaborate with him, her. They seem infatuated by you. But also humble. I don't see a vain Knight of Cups. Someone all talk. But I see someone sincere that is approaching, apparently, on a white horse. That's cool. Maybe it's a white car. Maybe it's white shoes. Something about either what they wear or their vehicle, or something. They're trotting in on something white. I know, it's not... It's interesting that it's coming through like that. It's just a channel, but it could be a good sign if you notice that about them. And they're holding something and they're handing it to you. Now, it doesn't have to be an actual cup, obviously, but it's like, hey, can you hold my keys for a second? Or hey, can you hold this while I'm sorting through my whatever, or hey, can you watch my bag as I'm going to, something like that. They're handing something to you. Hey, hold my beer. I don't know. Hold my coffee. That's very specific for some of you. Three of Wands, but generally speaking, I see someone looking at you and wanting to cooperate with you. There's a sense of acknowledgement of, oh, this Taurus, I can do stuff with this Taurus. I can work with this Taurus. I can date this Taurus. I can hang out with this Taurus. 9 of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Some of you are going to possibly turn them away, turn your back, not acknowledge this encounter or this person or this opportunity because of pessimism, possibly sarcasm, or kind of overlooking them, thinking that maybe there's something better around. It's like possibly wearing, dark glasses, so not seeing light as it is when it's trying to shine through. You might be going through something and someone is, trying to reach out, be there for you. Someone that you know. And you're kind of dismissing their friendship or dismissing their attention. I don't think you're doing it purposefully. I think it's just the mindset that you're possibly in, some of you. Some of you are waiting for something to come through. And as you're waiting for it to come through, you know it's good, you know it will sort things out. But the waiting time is creating a lot of anxiety. Ooh la la. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Lovers. Interesting. Hold on, let me look. This is interesting. It's like the reading was heading in a certain direction. The energy was heading in a very specific direction that I was picking up on, and then it went elsewhere. But not bad. It's just, there's a pivot. I see some of you encountering having to make a choice between home and either career or opportunity of some sort to shine in the world. I see you possibly being split between 2 different places. Maybe it means you'll have 2 locations. Maybe it means it will require you to travel back and forth, be in 2 places at the same time, kind of thing. I think eventually it will lead to you having to choose where you need to be. This could be based on a very good opportunity, But I see you wanting or needing to be at 2 places at the same time. So you'll pull this through. This could be between May and August. Right now, actually, between mid-April through August. It will play out where you might need to be here and there, travel back and forth, divide your energy between 2 different people or 2 different jobs or 2 different opportunities. And I think you'll be like, will make you worry, okay, well, when time comes, what do I choose? I think things will kind of work themselves out. So as long as you can make it work, and then don't worry about it. Things will just kind of fall into place naturally, organically. I see some of you decorating the garden. This is so specific. I'm getting such specific examples for you guys. This is funny. A healing modality that can do you good is sunflower seeds. It's really good for the hair, by the way. Okay. We have 2 of Wands. And let's see what else fell here. Oh, wow. Knight of Wands and the Hangman, both in the reverse. Okay. Someone is done thinking. Someone is done being in limbo and they're making a U-turn, they're returning to you. And it's like when you already moved on or moved away. Someone doesn't want to sacrifice their connection with you, their relationship with you, their opportunity with you. But things have already happened that makes it difficult now. So they might have to do some sort of transition or change in order to realign with you, with where you're at now, with who you are now. You're not the same person who used to just go back on your tracks and just like, you know, do the thing that is comfortable for the other person. You're now hopefully choosing the thing that is more comfortable for you. And if they lingered, they missed out, they gonna have to make the sacrifice or do the work. I'm seeing like a reversal of, it's almost like you were about to take a right and then instead you take a left, or vice versa. Let's continue and see what else. It's interesting. An aspect of study is over. You're no longer that student. Don't stay stuck in the cycle of constantly being the student. It's time to evolve to the next stage. I mean, we're always also the student, but there's also a complete reversal of perspective. There's a complete change of perspective in something. This could be a complete change in faith, in worldview. You're like learning something new that kind of just completely turns your world around, upside down. The Emperor. And this is very much the Odin archetype. You know, Odin hung himself from the Yggdrasil tree of life for 9 days and nights to learn the secrets and the knowledge of the runes, knowledge of life, the secrets of life will unveil themselves to him. Speaking of runes, we'll be pulling runes in the extended. Why can't I speak? Rules. Sorry. But then after that, after the runes unveiled themselves to him, he gained the knowledge of life and became the All-Father, right? The great god. Zeus, and so on. That's the same archetype, Odin, in the Norse mythology. And I feel like, okay, that journey of sacrifice, of reversing yourself for the sake of knowledge is over. And now you need to sit at your throne, Taurus. That's what I'm picking up. You need to sit at your throne. You need to let the world come to you. If you used to go to the world all the time, now you need to let the world come to you. I know it's in contradiction to what I said earlier with having to go back and forth and being in two different places. Do what works best for your best. Okay? Make the decisions based on what works best for you. Maybe if you have to travel for work, go for it. But when it comes to other people, to suddenly, I don't know, want to see you, let them come to you, it's okay. The Knight of Cups here, though. Hold my beer. I hope no one is actually, like, pulling a Will Smith. Oh, well. I love Will. I have a lot to say about what happened. I'm not going to go into it. But the bottom line is, I'm not saying that it was okay, but I still love Will. Just not going into it. Don't start. I didn't specify. I didn't clarify, so you can't bite my head off. Okay? So I just gave you the bottom line, and that's okay. I'm entitled to feel whatever the F I want to feel. See, that's a good example to what you can do for us from here on. Why? Because it's just how I feel. Why? Because I want to. Why? Because I don't want to. That's it. too many cards. Ooh, I love them. Too many cards. There's a lot going on the table, a lot of different things, different people, different energies. But the thing that draws most my attention is you need to sit on your throne. You need to be, you went through the 360 of the different perspectives, the journey, the learning, the initiation. There's also someone that has a big opportunity to offer you, and they've been waiting. They've been waiting for a long time. It took time, possibly so long that you forgot about it, or just assume that they're not interested or it's not going to work out. But they're going to contact you. They're cycling back to you in a way. Two of Swords, you're not seeing it coming. You're completely, you think this is something that isn't going to happen, isn't going to work out. You were already hopeful, you were waiting on it, you were all of that. So I don't think you're I think it's going to be a big surprise. I think it's something you're very insecure about. I think this person may have studied you. They were studying you. They were observing. I think there's something very powerful about you that they may have wanted to make sure that they're coming prepared or knowledgeable or something like that. This is not someone that you've been chasing and they constantly said no or ignore you. Okay, for those of you out there looking for confirmation to keep harassing people, no. This is for those of you who extended yourself, did something proper, and then waited, and then nothing came through. Okay, so if you've been respectful and honorable, then this is someone that they were taking their time because I think they were really studying you and the possibilities. This could be work. Even likely. 5 of Cups and the Hermit. You're like, I can't practice any more patience. I'm done with patience. It's too much. I don't want to be patient anymore. I want to be, as you said, happy and in the moment and get what I want now. But this is something bigger. Also, some of you are dealing with a father figure that they've been an alcoholic and they're now in recovery and they're trying to reach out and reconnect, or they will. And I see you closed off and pessimistic to it. No judgment. I'm not telling you what to do. This is a very specific case and it's probably very emotionally challenging. So unless I know the actual situation, I don't want to, tell you what to do. I'm just seeing it happening. I think this is someone that has been very reckless with you, reckless with your heart, reckless with your path, caused a lot of damage that you had to fix. Now they're looking for a way back in. They're in the process of recovery, but they're not yet completely recovered. They're still in the process. So keep that in mind. Maybe they're under the 12 steps or something like that, but they're not, it's always an ongoing thing. Just making you aware, that's all. I don't feel entitled to a specific opinion in this case, because it's very specific, and so, yeah. I feel like some of you feel like someone took someone from you. Like maybe you were interested in someone and then a friend or someone else that took them from you or something like that. I get it, but the thing is, even if they've been manipulative, even if that's the case, still, no one can take anyone from you. You know, if someone leaves, it's because they want to. And love is not something anyone can control. People either fall in love or fall out of love, and so on. And it's the nature of the heart that unfortunately is beyond us. So even if seemingly surface level, someone is taking someone from you and picking up like, oh, she took him from me, or he took her from me, or something like that, or even if it looks like this on the surface, if they chose to walk away with someone else, they chose to, right? So if it wouldn't be that person, it would be a different reason down the road. So there's no point in regret and be like, how could I let that happen? Or I should have been more on top of things, or I should have noticed, or I should not have trusted this person or that person. Like, there's nothing else you could have done. There's no point in blaming yourself, because it's not your fault. There's nothing you could have done, right? It's not a mechanical thing, love. If the person was truly loving and present, nothing that someone else would do would change things. Taurus, if some of you are suffering from any sort of depression, talk to someone. You know, talk to a friend, talk to someone you trust. If you're a person of faith, talk to your priest, talk to your rabbi, talk to anyone, okay? And just find someone you feel like you can talk to, because it feels like there's a lot of psychological, emotional stuff coming up to the surface as you're trying to live your best life, right? That's when the psyche is like, wait, do you remember me? Because the psyche can't run you anymore. Your triggers can't run you anymore. So they're waking up and go outside and show themselves. And that's how you know, that's when you recognize the pain that you hold in, that you've been holding in. So it's a great opportunity for healing, especially now that you're asked to be seated, to sit on your throne, right? Then be sure to not evade the psychological work, to not push it, to not suppress it, not deny it, not ignore it. Some of you have been ignoring doing the work for a very long time. And you can't let it, and it will come back and bite you in the ass, just as you're in your success. So don't let it sabotage you, right? Something with the Virgo Pisces axis is coming through. Healing. Some of you have been in resting position, maybe, and this is past tense, I'm not prophesizing anything. If you've had some sort of an accident, or maybe I see someone who broke their leg or something like that, and you had to be in bed rest for a long time. And some of you have taken the opportunity to create, to write, to plan, but it's when the psyche comes out and play, and all the demons come and say hi. Say hi to them, talk to them. They're a part of you, and they yearn healing. Okay, though it's the aspects of you that you're in healing. So give it to them, give it to yourself, pretty much. If you have a very stern father or husband or, whatever male figure in your life, they have some sort of weird control over you that you need to break out of. Okay, I see a Stockholm syndrome. I see someone being told that they can't do anything else without them, or if they try to leave or be without them, they won't succeed, or they'll fail, or they're not good enough, they're not whatever enough. Break out, Taurus. Now's the time. It's the best time. Uranus in the North Node will give you that oomph. Take advantage of the opportunity. Okay? So, I'm going to continue this reading focusing on love, asking to see who this Knight of Cups here that we started off with that felt really nice. It's available on Vimeo and on Patreon. I hope to see you there. Otherwise, love you still, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you, Taurus, for being here, and thank you to my patrons and my channel members.